I'm going to talk to you today about healthy friendship. What makes a healthy friendship? A lot of you that have been watching my videos are people that have difficult relationships with in your life, and you've had maybe a difficult childhood or dysfunctional relationship. So sometimes it's hard to figure out just how does that codependency go from that intimate relationship into a friendship, and how do you know if your friendship is healthy? And first of all, we have all kinds of different friends. We have friends that are just acquaintances, friends that we kind of know maybe through church. We know who they are. We hang out with them. Maybe if we say hi to them if we're at a church function, but they're not people who would necessarily go on vacation with or have over to our house for dinner. We also have friends that we would go on a vacation with or hang out for dinner, but they maybe not see them all the time because both of us are busy and or both of you are busy, and you can't always hang out. And then there are that small group of friends that hopefully we all have, and I'm painfully aware that that is not true, but that we have, that are those really, really close friends that we can tell everything to, and the people that we call when we're in a bad place and we need support. We also have friends that we do just one thing with. It might be friends that where maybe we have our job in common, or we have friends that we have activity in common. We like to work out with them, or we like to take our kids to the park. Maybe we're friends because we have kids and our kids play together. So there's just all different kinds of friends. So what makes a healthy friendship? First of all, a friendship is a non-romantic relationship based on a detachment to a person and just a desire to be around them, for some reason. What are some components of a good friendship? You have shared goals. You both want the friendship to be at the same level. You both basically have things in common in terms of what your, goals are at that time in your life. Mostly with the friendship, I guess I would say. You have shared interests. So there's something that you like to do together. And as I just said, it doesn't have to be everything. It might just be one particular thing. I have friends that I am involved with when I do political activities. I have friends that I am involved with my ministry. I have friends that I like to go to the beach with. I have friends that I've known since college, or one particular friend I've known since college, through, even if she doesn't live near me and we haven't, we talk often and we know everything that's going on in each other's lives. So there's just these different levels, but shared interest enough in whatever that is, that it's the basis of your friendship. Shared companionship. You enjoy being together and you enjoy doing things together. You like to be with this person. One thing that will let you know you have an imbalance in a friendship is if it's somebody who you don't really enjoy being around, but you feel obligated. That's a sign that there's something going on. Or somebody that is, the imbalance is you feel like you're the one that's giving to that person and that person's not really giving to you. So there's an imbalance there. Shared secrets, meaning not always at a super deep level, but just things that you can share with each other that that person's not going to turn around and go tell somebody else, and you're going to hear it back from someone. And that could be anything from simple, basic things to really, deep, important secrets. You want confidence. You want this person to be trustworthy, that you can trust that what's said and done isn't just going to be, given out, just to all kinds of people. So now, good friends, what constitute good friends? First of all, they accept you for who you are, even though they know your flaws. We all long to be known for who we are, the truth, not I'm pretending or look like I'm all together, but the truth about who we really are, but then still be accepted and loved. So friends should accept you. It doesn't mean they have to approve of everything. In fact, a good friend is somebody who you can say, hey, this is what happened, this is what I did. And the person can say, it's probably not the best reaction for you. That might have been a little bit overboard, because then those are the people who can help us to grow and that we can trust, not to just rubber stamp everything that we do. They know what you like and you don't like. So they're not going to insist that they go to a restaurant where let's say you're vegan, and you steak restaurants, so you're not going to be able to eat. So they're not going to push things that kind of give you an idea that this person doesn't really know me or doesn't really care who I am or what I want. also support you when you need it. And that doesn't mean they have to be there every time, but just when you're going through a hard time, the balance in a good friendship switches depending on who is struggling at the moment. Who's the one that's got something going on in their life that needs support? Who's the one that's kind of in a good place and can do a little more listening when you're together? It goes back and forth, and a really healthy friendship will go back and forth. And they'll cry when you're sad, and rejoice without jealousy when really good things happen for you. And sometimes our friendships, somebody will have something, maybe the husband will get a really good job, or the wife will, or something will happen where financially, things are going well for them, and you could be struggling financially, and it might be hard to be really happy for that person. But when you have a really good friendship, there might be that internal struggle, but you're happy when things that are good happen to your friend. You want good things for your friend. So there's not just this jealousy and this competition. That's a sign that the friendship is not healthy if there's jealousy and competition. They make time for you and take the initiative kind of as much as you do. So, oftentimes I just thought this week there's somebody that we haven't gotten together for a long time. And I thought, oh no, what are they thinking? We haven't called. And then I thought, wait a minute, they haven't called. So, it's the responsibility is on both sides to initiate. And a good, healthy friendship, if you haven't seen the person for a while or talked to them, that person is thinking about you and will call, or maybe it'll be you, but it kind of switches back and forth. And it's just not one person doing all the initiating, all the reaching out, all the calling. They're there when you need them. That's similar to the support. Like if you really need help, something is going on, that friend is going to just put things aside and say, hey, I'm here because things are difficult for you. And that, again, it can't be like a one side where somebody's pulling constantly from your energy and your time and your resources while you're never doing it. Or when you do need it, that person is still so self-consumed with their own problems that they can't turn around and give you the support and be there for you. A good friendship is balanced, and it, like I said, goes back and forth. They are constructively honest with you, even when they know it isn't what you want to hear. And I really consider some of my friendships where I have that to be the mark of a really good friend. Somebody who knows me so well that they can really predict how I'm going to feel about something that happens, knows what's going on, but at the same time, like I said, can say, no, that you should not be bothered by that, or that is an complete overreaction, or sorry, you're going to have to let that one go. Or I've heard the same thing for you for 10 years and you haven't done anything about it. Like, why are you still complaining? That is a mark of a good friendship, especially because if you know that person has your best interest in mind and knows you and loves you and cares about you, you're going to be able to accept that criticism even better than you could, like, say, from a spouse or somebody who is blood tied to you, because that reactivity is there. But with a good friendship, when you trust that person, that reactivity is typically not there, because there's not, it's like your friend doesn't have a vested interest in telling you that. It's not like your spouse saying that and you're thinking, well, you think you're right, because your friend's not involved. Your friend is the neutral person. Also treat you as an equal. So you both choose where to go and what to do. It's not one-sided. It's not just one person who's always saying, nope, this is what we're going to do, this is where we're going to go. But you have an equal say, that equal balance, that equal give and take. Also keep their word and can be relied on. So a good friendship is going to be somebody who says, I'll be there, and they're there, or I'll call you and they call, or whatever that is. You can rely on them. They're not flaky. That's a sign of a not good friendship. They take your needs and your wants into consideration. Like I said, if it's somebody who doesn't and is just only thinking about themselves and what they want and what they need, then that's a sign of an imbalanced friendship, or at least an imbalanced person. Offer help when you need it most. So if you're really in a bind, the person is there. The person, even if they can't be there with themselves, they're there to call you. They're there with support. They're there for prayer. They're there to talk to you. They're going to be around more when things are really kind of rough for you. can set boundaries when needed so they don't develop resentment toward you. So if there is an issue that there needs to be a boundary, the person is healthy enough and honest enough to be willing to do that, to just say, no, I'm not willing to do that. I am willing to do this, but I'm not willing to do that. And again, when you have a good friendship, when somebody sets a boundary with you, it doesn't feel like it's vindictive or punitive unless it is. But it feels like, okay, that's just part of the person taking care of themselves. A healthy person has boundaries. A healthy person says no. A healthy person will let you know, I'm willing to do this and not willing to do that. I have a really good friend that comes down here sometimes, and I don't get to see her that much, but sometimes when she comes down here, she's really busy with family things and she doesn't have time, and I'm bummed, but I'm not offended. Other times she'll let me know, yeah, this is, let's put the date on the calendar so we don't miss each other, because we both know that we're both busy. So definitely can set boundaries when needed, and you're not reactive to that when it's a good friendship, and influence you for good, not bad. And that's one of the marks of a good friendship, because we can have friends who lead us astray and lead us to a negative place. We can be around people who complain all the time about maybe their spouses or their family members, or just, maybe they're people that drink a lot of alcohol or whatever it is, and they kind of pull you in a not good direction. If that's the case, if you're responsible for setting boundaries to protect yourself, but you might want to consider that your good friendships don't influence you in bad ways. Those are the friendships that you want to have more of. Those are the friendships that are good for you. And those are the friendships that you should want to cultivate. I hope that this has helped you to pursue healthy friendships. And if your friendships are not healthy and balanced, you maybe need to take a look at them and consider making some changes and backing off a little bit, and maybe rebalancing some of those friendships that aren't really healthy. So thank you for watching this video on Change My Relationship. Thank you.